Boom.
Boom.
Boom. I was just thinking I
We
forgot to grab my prize I won on might have been Rob's stream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
okay,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it
Oh
was
man.
Charlie's. And I forgot to grab it. I won it off of Digging South Carolina. Digging,
Cool.
I mean Digging SoCal, South California. Hey, Shangy girl. All right,
Hey, yeah, cool.
Jay Paul was the first one. He said it was quietness here as I typed this. Haha. Don't know if he was still here. I didn't try to see if he was taggable. Talca is watching while he's at work. He's going to try to watch when he can. Uh, Brian Olier, Mark the
Hey,
Senile,
Mark.
Kingery, Yodi's Finds,
Hey, Tom. What's up? Yodi.
the medical detectorist, Sam,
Sam.
Colleen, Duck, Anthony,
Colleen. Yo,
Anthony.
Anthony. You know what I got to say, don't you?
Yes, I
Brooklyn
do.
in the house.
Richie.
Richie's here.
Richie's here. Now the party can start.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. I told him, uh, he said Saturday that his premiere, if you haven't seen his video from Saturday, go check it out. He played with the AI again. He doesn't have me and Mark talking in the background in it.
Yeah.
I was able to watch it quickly when I got to the campsite, but Andy, Lost Boys, was yada yada yada. So I have
Howdy
to
do.
still have to comment on it. So if you guys, Richie, you can put the link in there. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. You're welcome, Shangy Girl. Right now, we're just giving everybody the blue wrenches so that way you could check each other out and see
Yes,
what's
Shangy. You have been smurfed.
home food and travel. Wow, nice channel. Shangy Girl with curly hair. I've red lips so you can kiss it. You could be my friend here in YouTube world. Just subscribe first with the bell. Break it down, and I thank you.
What's this about kissing lips? What? What did I
I'm just
miss?
reading her
What?
description of her channel.
What's up, Amanda, sweetheart?
I'm already subscribed.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. What?
Ruh-roh. I
What's
gotta
up,
watch.
Daddy P?
I don't want to
Amanda.
push the wrong button again.
What? Yeah, don't invite yourself out.
Yeah, like I did earlier.
Yeah, I got a lot of videos on here. Decent views. I'll just
Oh, I
put
got
up
some
what's
cute
in this
puppies there
one.
on the front page.
Hmm?
Oh, when I
Who?
came to her page, I got some cute puppies. They're like facing away from each other. I guess they're not liking each other right now. Is that Patchy and Winky?
Where do you see puppies?
Yeah. It says hashtag short my doggies, Patchy and Winky. Stacy, how you doing?
Are you looking at Shangy Girl?
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Is
Shangy,
it
help
like,
me out here. You do have doggies on there, right? It's Patchy and Winky. Yeah.
oh, thanks for sharing me out, Shangy Girl. You rock. Yeah, but I'm not seeing. Are
Huh.
they on the shorts or videos?
Right on the home page.
I'm on the homepage. You want me to show you?
I'm looking. I don't know. I'm looking right at it.
Oh, I could be blind tonight.
Or I'm wondering if it's just showing different videos for different people. Silver
Here,
Assassin, howdy howdy.
hang on. You know, Sharing the screen just isn't as simple as it used to be.
Tom just put the link up to her puppies.
Where is? Oh, there it is. Okay, gosh. You have to go like 7,000 extra steps. That one? Where do you see that?
No, on the home tab. You're on the video tab. I'm on the home tab.
Oh, hang on.
No, you know what? We got different things because
Obviously.
you're showing a fish. Mine's showing the dogs.
I just put it on the home.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, it's showing you a different video than what I have.
Oh. Well, we're totally listening. Listen. Anyway, guys, check out
Yeah.
Chevy Girl. I'm already subscribed.
Hey, New England. Biento.
2.1K videos. That's a lot of videos.
Bueno.
Yeah, I see the fishy.
That's a lot of subscribers, too. 4.5.
Yeah, not too shabby. I know I checked out a video when I first subscribed. I got to check out another one again. I'm sorry, I'm slacking. Shangy Girl. But let me see what I'm missing in the chat.
A lot of everybody saying hello still.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, Stacy. I'm just trying to get to from where I left off. Thanks for leaving your. So I'm going back in the chat now. Uh, man, let me pin Richie's Saturday's video so everybody can check out in the video where he made the new AI song using AI and his talents. Who else did I miss here? Stacy. I said Patty D. I know that Yodi.
Patty D.
Silver Assassin, Brian. Viento, New England PDA, Chris. Chris is going to be a regular up there in Vermont. He likes my permission. Really phenomenal find up there. Eventually, I'll put together a video before I have my surgery. Let me go to. I'm not even on comments on StreamYard. Oh, good. Gee, I'm shy now, Diggs. I'm flattered. Thank you very much. You may call me Ray or Rachel or Jersey or whatever.
Yep.
Just don't call me late to food. No. I get very full very quick, so I don't eat a lot. Oh, you've been playing with the AI, huh, Richie?
I can't find the free one you guys were using. Every time I do one, it wants me to pay. I'm like,
All
screw
right, go
that.
with I don't remember what Richie was using. I use Murica. It gives you two free, like a day or
Oh,
something,
okay.
or per whatever. And then Jukebox. And Jukebox is the one I made that song on, which was
Okay.
actually better than Murica's. Murica's was really weird. And then when I entered my lyrics, it added, a comment to me like, "Oh, we don't know what we could do. Da da da. We'll try, whatever." And then they made the music and put their comment with my lyrics in it. Like, let me get my phone because it's on my phone.
What you having good for dinner, Patty? Inquiring minds need to know. Oh, just a burger? Never mind.
Well, at about like I don't know what time we got there. So about 3:30, I guess, or so. No, might have just been leaving physical therapy about 4:30. We had, as some people mispronounce, gyros. The actual correct pronunciation is Eero.
Eero, yep.
Eero. So let me go to my Murica.
All right, Jay, I'll give it a shot.
And my it says got it while I can't, so you can hear in the beginning.
Hey, Ezra.
got it. While I can't send song directly to an AI music generator for you, I can prepare the lyrics and musical details in a format you can copy into most AI music tools like Suno Audio or Soundful. Here's a ready-to-use version you can drop into one of those platforms, treasure in the ground.
That was their comment to me. They put it in the music. Here's my lyrics.
Lyrics podcast. Out where the meadow meets the sky, she walks the fields where secrets lie. With a beep and a smile, she starts her day. Jersey Ray digs on her way. Treasure in the ground, stories untold. Silver and copper, relics of old.
That was one. They sent me 2 copies, right? Same with their comment to me again. When you go tell them, okay, go ahead. Chris likes it. I kind of liked it too, except for their comment being in the beginning. Hey, Ezra. Here's the other one.
While I can't send the song directly to an AI music generator for you, I can prepare the lyrics and musical details in a format you can copy and paste into most AI music tools like Suno Audio or Soundful. Here's a ready-to-use version you can drop into one of those platforms.
That's got to be on purpose.
Out where the meadow meets the sky, she walks the fields where secrets lie. With a beep and a smile, she starts her day. Jersey Ray digs on her way. Treasure in the ground, stories untold. Silver and copper, relics of old. Swing in her coil, heart full of dreams. Jersey Ray digs, chasing history's gleam.
Is it not going through? Ezra said he likes the first one. Chris said that too.
Yeah.
Is it not going through, Richie? Because I'll check my messenger. Whoa. Richie said he sent me it in Messenger. He tried.
Huh.
Chris said that one's good too. I do still have to send it to Metal Detecting North Carolina.
Hey, Yankee.
I sent a video. All right, I'll have to share it, but let me get it up first.
I don't know. For some reason, after listening to that second one, Rachel, I just wanted to go find my second cousin and go make out with her for some reason.
Let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear that?
Not really.
All right, if you're having a hard time hearing that, I'm going to download it. If I download it, it'll be better.
That's right, Ezra, keeping the family.
All right, so now I'll play it.
Out at dawn with a beep in my hand.
Can you hear it?
Boots in the sand, I command this land.
This is Richie's.
6 cents tuned to silver and gold, saving history, truth be told. They call me crazy, lost my grip. Still find treasure, steady clip. Each hit's a ghost, each finds a clue. To get truths both old and new.
Hey, Pop, Mom.
Like a plastic possessed, wait for coil to the soil and a voice uncompressed. I ain't lost, I'm lit, I'm locked in deep, and what you lost I won't keep. I'm the madman with a digger's soul. I dig it all in my own soul. What am I gonna find today? All kinds of fun, that all they say. Your excitement seems restrained. Are you not entertained? Dig rocks of trash for crap line. Every beat's a beat in my heart. Bottle caps, bone wounds and bullet shells. Every find's got a tale to tell. Swooping low, finding more. Carrying screams, but I ignore. Digging deep, but leave it neat. Play it loud and feel the beat. Colonial sights, broken stuff. Dig all day, makes you tough. Screaming at the wind like a prophet possessed. Myth a coil to the soil and a voice uncompressed. I ain't lost, I was it. I'm locked in deep. And what you lost, I won't keep. I'm the madman with the digger's soul.
Frog.
I dig it all in my own soil. What am I gonna find today? All kinds of finds I always say. Your excitement seems restrained. Oh, you're not entertained. Hey, dig lots of trash falling on the wood and leaves a beat in my heart.
Richie made that, Rob.
Nice, Richie. Kind of reminds me of the chick from what was that? They did that big ballady song. Starts with an E, I think. I want to say
Enya?
Eurythmics. Enya, no, not Enya.
Not Enya?
But it also sounds like the chick that sang Black Velvet back in '90.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Gotta say hello to 5 Mile Rob, FL Thunder, dig 'em Rob, Yankee Down South Adventures, and JBP. Those are the ones I missed saying hello to. Yeah, Rob, we've all been playing with different AI versions of creating music, and some of them allow you to put in your lyrics. ChatGPT actually will help you make lyrics. Some of
Yeah.
them might do. It's Jamie, Country Jiggers.
Hey, what's up, Country Jiggers?
So now I'm gonna have Metal Detect in North Carolina to put my lyrics to music, see what he comes up with. But I don't, you know, I'll play it for you tonight instead of making everybody sit through this through the songs I made a couple weeks ago. So that was Richie's. It's in his video.
Yep.
So, for everybody coming in, Richie's video from Saturday is pinned to the top if you want to check it out. I think the one that I had AI create the music for me, I might actually make a video for it this coming up week since I won't be streaming next Wednesday. It's union meeting. And then I
Okay.
think, trying to see how many Wednesdays we have until I have my surgery after that. I think 1 or 2. Let's look at the calendar.
That's it.
Yeah. So the one after that, no, we'll have 2. So next week, the 18th, I won't be streaming. But the 25th and the 2nd, I will because on the 7th, I have my surgery. Actually, this 7th and 8th. It's a 2-stage posterior, anterior, whatever.
Right.
They're going in my gut and my back. Not my butt. You thought I was going to say my butt.
No, I was not.
I sang the stream. The stream went empty now. It sounds like I said, the chick, I don't remember her name offhand, just sang Velvet Dreams. Sounds like, it was a 90s rock girl, too. A female band, actually.
Blondie?
No, not Blondie. Vixen?
Could be
Evanescence.
Vixen.
Yeah, Richie came up. So it sounds like a mix of Evanescence, who you call the chick that sang Black Velvet, or Velvet Dreams, whatever.
Pat Benatar?
I
Here's what
don't
New
really think
England
it
wrote.
sounds too much like Pat Benatar. The feel of it. Hailstorm. That's it. Thank you, Richie. It's a mixture of, Jamie said Atlanta Miles. Yeah, I think that's the one who sang Black Velvet. I would sing it, but then you would all actually leave. It'd be just me and Mark. Back in 90, 91, 92, somewhere around there. And Hailstorm. Yeah. It's got a real Hailstorm vibe to it, definitely. The voice and the feel. It's actually really cool. What's up, Aaron? Outdoors with Aaron. Hello.
Aaron,
Says hello. Um, I should try to make mine metal because the one that I played last week was supposed to be rock. Sounded a bit more country. And the one I played just now that Eureka did was more like almost bluegrass.
yeah,
Aaron just got back from fishing with the family. Did you catch anything? Anything big, little? I still like fishing. But somewhere in my 20s, I've suddenly acquired quite the distaste for taking a fish off the hook. I never had an issue with that until sometime in my 20s. I don't know when it happened. Richie said he did a cool Latin song. I bet these AI music generators are fun. And I don't know when it happened, but I went fishing, after not fishing for a while, I went fishing and I was still in my 20s and I'm like, oh, I need somebody to take the fish off the hook. Suddenly I couldn't do it. I could bait my hook. I could bait my hook with a live fish like a minnow. I could bait my hook with anything, a worm, whatever. But taking the fish off my hook cannot do it. So now I go
not
on the
you.
party boats for the saltwater fishing because they'll come and take your fluke off the hook.
Man is the same way, Rachel. Won't touch the fish.
I don't know what it is. It just suddenly it just creeps me out. I can't do it. And like I said, I used to fish all the time. I grew up fishing with my dad and everything like that. I fished as a kid by myself with my buddies. I took my godchildren fishing, my godson, and then all of a sudden, I just can't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't like take eels off the hook either. It's fairly new, very beautiful place. Nice. Bunch of bluegill and some good memories of my son and his kids. That's nice,
Good.
Aaron. That's what it's all about in the end, anyways. Creating memories. And when you do it with the younger generations, the memories you're creating aren't so much for yourself, but for them. Anthony said he hasn't gone fishing in years. Well, our nasty waters around here, you get fish come out with 16 eyes and you know,
Yeah,
2 heads. So
that's why I always joke with Richie and Dennis. They can crick walk all they want through rivers and everything. Nothing ever happens. You walk a river down here in Pittsburgh, you're coming out with hepatitis at the
no, no doubt.
least. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in most of the creeks, in New Jersey. Like actual real, not runoff creeks, but actual real creeks that
Yep.
existed long before us. And they all have a funky smell. Every single one of the Jersey creeks. It don't matter where you go, they all
Yep.
stink. I've been down in South Jersey, down in the Pine Barrens on I forget what the on one of the Bass River tributaries. I think they called it the Tees Creek or something like that because the sap in the trees will turn the water brown like tea.
Ugh.
Hey, dirt devil, and
Dirt devil.
that's why you gotta love the state of Maine. I mean, it's not like near the cities. Yeah, the water will like probably take your skin off you, but they just have a weird smell. Like I've been in
Yep.
creeks in other states and they didn't nearly smell the same. It's just something about our creeks. They smell weird. But I'll still walk in them. The ones I know that are near like cities and stuff, or near some factories, stuff like that. Aaron said, I was just telling my son earlier, I'm never going to live in Florida because snakes would slither by us, and they're not and they're just non-poisonous, but I'd get bit by one. I got bit by a box turtle. I was feeding a little piece of my turtle I talked about. I had some hamburger meat
Yeah.
one time. I was giving him, and he went for the hamburger meat, but got my thumb also.
Oosh.
Like hanging him off my thumb. Ah! The only thing I've heard about is normally snapping turtles. We got those too. We got snappers. We get when the farm I grew up on, we had some big old snappers. That creek was all the way back on during the Revolutionary War. It's an old ass creek, and we had some snappers with heads like that big on them.
Yeah. No thanks.
Big, yeah. So we didn't go in that water. But the guy who owned the property back then would hire my dad to come with his 22 and shoot the turtles because they would eat all the baby ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
You see the little duck family swimming, all of a sudden one of the little ducklings bloop, gone.
Disappear.
Yep. I feel like I've been everywhere in the state, but there's still so many places in the state of Maine that I have not even, never even seen. When my son was in grade school, they tested the water at Gonawas Canal, which is near us, and found E. coli, gonorrhea, and lots of other crazy. Oh yeah, I know. The Gowanus Canal. You couldn't pay me to probably even walk near that. That's so contaminated. That's like parts of our Passaic and Patterson rivers. It's just no. Colleen said. Colleen said snapper turtle soup is so good. It is good. Reggie had a close call with a snapper.
I bet.
Yeah, snappers are curious creatures. They're curious how you taste and if you're edible. Kind of like the great white. Everybody's afraid of the great white. Actually, the bull shark want and the tiger sharks they want to eat you. The great white just takes a nibble that'll kill you, but it's just a test bite to see if you're edible. Bull sharks and tiger sharks are like, I don't care. I'm eating you anyway. Here in my land, in my water, I'm going to eat you. Snakes up here that were slithering by at the time weren't poisonous. Oh, he meant to say the ones up by him aren't poisonous, but if he was in
Uh,
Florida bit by one, it would be poisonous. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is cool, Colleen, until that snapper turtle decides he wants to be in the kayak with you.
or decides he wants to eat the kayak.
Oh, gosh, those things. I remember going to, as a kid on the class trips and going to those little exhibits, at the different zoos or whatever, and they would have a snapping turtle and put like, the steel bar in its mouth and it would just,
Yeah.
like, you don't want to be caught with that. No, 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 no. Anyway, we got off track and talk about snap turtles. We didn't even talk about our wild, wonderful weekend.
Oh yeah. What was the name of that? Steel
Ah,
City
now
Hunt.
you're asking me. Yeah, Steel
I couldn't
City
remember.
Silver Hunt.
Yep.
I just looked at it and I forgot it already. I took a screenshot so because when I sent it to you, Steel City Silver Open Hunt. So we went. I went. I got there Saturday night. It was like a should have been a 5.5 hour drive, but I had to stop twice for myself, which made it 6 hours. But then Mister Leaky Butt had to I had to stop so he could walk at a rest area for half an hour, so he could do what he had to do. So Sunday, at a warm up hunt, it was supposed to be a bingo hunt, but then I don't remember what they turned it into. We just all went out there and found stuff. I found one thing. I think I found. Did I find? No, I think I found something bigger than a dime in that one. Might have just been a dime. Then they had a renegade hunt after. Meanwhile, it's pouring down rain.
Yeah.
They had the renegade hunt, so I did a little better in the renegade hunt. I found that one was I think that one was all silver also, and I found a dime and a quarter.
A
Then
quarter.
we had our lunch break. And that was actually, we ended the lunch break kind of early. We had the Steel City hunt, which is about when you got up there,
Yeah,
and just before that. So you came around lunchtime, like what, like 1 o'clock?
I think about that time. Yeah, 12, 1 o'clock.
It was just starting to stop raining. So they had the Steel City hunt, and they had dimes. No, that one I think was quarters, clad quarters, but I think they had 10 special ones out there for prizes. I didn't find. I found one quarter, and then I couldn't do any more. Just I was done by that point. So I asked Toby, who was running it, if it'd be all right if Mark stepped in for me for the crazy dime hunt. They put 1,056 dimes, silver dimes out there,
Yeah, they did.
and Mark found about eight, right?
Yeah, yep. It
Eight.
was like one after another. It's just
Yeah,
like you said. They put so many in the ground. If you didn't find one, it's because you didn't turn your detector on.
exactly. And one guy, one guy, you were so far, far out there. There was one guy that wasn't too far away. He was like, "I've been walking around, didn't have my machine on, wondering why I wasn't hearing anything."
I heard him. Yeah, I heard. It.
He was
Yeah, I
telling me,
heard him say that.
"Oh yeah," so it was funny. Um, but it was a nice hunt. I mean, it would have been nicer if it wasn't raining. I actually attended both days. Probably would have been a little nicer. They didn't have
Yeah,
that many raffles. I think there was maybe six raffle prizes, but the raffle prizes they had were outstanding.
and nothing
Um,
cheap.
no, they had one which I really wanted was a treasure chest. So it was a box full of like old
Yeah,
bills, old coins, mostly American, not that big, whole bunch of foreign stuff thrown in there. A lot of stuff in that treasure chest. I mean, I didn't really look at it that hard because I was thinking I would win it. So, and then the next one after that, I think that was I think that was a silver round, but it wasn't 1 ounce. I don't know if it was 2 ounce or something like that. They did a plaque for the hunt with I
oh
think it was
yeah, yeah.
Morgan or something on it.
Yep.
Then they had all of the mint 50-cent pieces of the 20th century, I think. But it wasn't like a display box, display case. It was a box with a couple different layers. It was really nice the way it was, the way it looked. It stood about like maybe 4 or 5 inches high, and had all the silver proofs.
Yeah.
Um, that was really nice. Then they had a Mind Lab. What was that? Um, the Elite, I
I
think.
remember seeing that one, the Elite.
Was it the Mind Lab? What do they call that one? The one underneath Equinox. I don't think it was a Vanquish. It was the other one. But they have the Pro, the Elite.
Drawing a blank.
Yeah, Exterior Elite.
There we go. Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah, Exterior. Oh, he said it.
That's
He
right.
typed it at the same time it came in my head. The Exterior Elite, and then two big baskets full of a whole bunch of goodies. Let's see, JVP and Richie are talking about the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you had a great event, Aaron. I was sad that I wasn't able to go, and I'm not going to be able to attend the one in August. And like I said, Mark drove up with his daughter Piper, and
Yep.
we hung out for a few hours. Mark finally got all his wins going back 3 years.
Yeah, I was really happy to get them.
Yeah, yeah. And we got some new stickers from Mark. And then so not next week, but the following week because I'll be taking some time off. The following two Wednesdays, we'll give away a little something. Saying it here, I'm not going to post it so we don't get
Yeah.
people just showing up for that. Um, and yeah, so we had a good time except for the rain, and then it rained the entire drive home.
No kidding.
Yeah. So instead of 5.5 hours, it was 7. Because when a raindrop falls, you got to go 40.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Always.
So that's about it. Um,
Yep.
like I said last week, we'll do another gathering in Vermont in the first weekend of May next year. If you have any questions of what the property's like, you can ask New England PDA and Dirty Digs. They're the only two YouTubers pretty much that were there. And New England PDA's in the chat, so you can ask him. Is
There
it
you go.
worth driving all the way to Vermont? He's going to go dig on 300 acres for free. You know, it's going to say, yeah. And we didn't even cover all 300 acres. They found one cellar hole, and everybody
Just
focused on it.
congregated.
Yep. Well, Chris was only available Friday, so Saturday, Jason and all the rest of them, they just right there. They didn't go nowhere else. They didn't
Hey,
go
Mark.
explore nowhere else. They just stayed on that cellar hole. I know you did, Ezra, but I'm gonna do it again next year. So just keep that in the back of your head. The first weekend of May. The doing it the weekend I did. 2 weeks later. Just way too many gnats and stuff like that, and the weeds were starting to come up real good because of all the rain and wet winter. So I'm going to try to do it 2 weeks earlier than that, so we could have tried to avoid some of the gnats. The flies weren't so bad, but those gnats were just crazy. But in the wooded area, Chris could tell you in the chat, it's not real hard to swing it. It's open in the trees. It's wide open. Just you have trees, but outside of that, there wasn't a whole lot of undergrowth. So
That's cool.
Dirt Devil said he's game for next year. Ezra's gonna try to clear his calendar. Yeah, I'm giving you the date now, so you have almost a year to figure on it. There's different cabins nearby to stay in. I found some on Hip Camp. They were $45 a night, but no amenities, just a cot and a little mattress on top of the cot, and it was actually pretty comfortable. So, and there's only 3 cabins, so if enough people go, maybe we'll rent all 3. 2 sleep 2 and 1 sleeps 4.
Oh,
Hey, you're a black dot now. I mean, a white dot now with a black background.
yeah. Dog wanted to go out. He forgot how to open the door.
So yeah, I was hoping to get up and see Dennis and Richie before I had surgery, but I think their rivers might be a little high too. I know the rivers in Pennsylvania are
Yep.
both. The Aqua Chicker sent something to somebody about the rivers are still high, so I may not be able to get out before surgery. I was hoping to. I just need 2 trees to hang a hammock. Now you can bring it to those cabins. I mean, if we get it, what is it, 8 people? She has a couple tent sites there, so we'll just take it over and have it for the whole weekend with all diggers.
That's it.
Yeah, it was in Vermont. It was in northern Vermont, maybe a half hour or so from Canadian border, maybe an hour from hour north of Burlington. So it's not bad. It's a nice spot. It's big property. So, and like I said, we have not covered all 300 acres. So it's still there. It was 5 farms at one time, so there's got to be more there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I hope to make it next year.
well, you will. You're gonna clear your calendar, then you're gonna drive out here, and we'll drive up from here.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. All right, Ezra. Yeah, I
Right,
was hoping to
Ezra.
look it up, and I saw that Robert Mainley he commented on somebody's post that he was, I guess, Gene Wooten's coming back out again.
Oh really?
Yeah, it said something about that. We dig it. He's having a get together, and he's gonna have we dig it. I haven't talked to him in about a week. So, but unfortunately, he's doing it after my surgery, like a week after, so I won't be able to go. And then I went and bought a new recliner, well, a dual reclining couch.
There you go.
The one I wanted was really nice, has Bluetooth speakers in it. It's really nice. It's $200 more than the one I got, which
Right
has a
here
lot
and take
of
care.
features on it too. But the problem was for aesthetics, just for looks, it had no functionality. They split the seat has a seam like, you know, just behind where your legs are, just behind. So about a third of the way down towards the back of the chair, there's a seam. And where it's at is like, it didn't really bother my left leg, but it bothered my right leg. It wasn't painful, it was just very uncomfortable. And I was like, I'm not going to buy this couch for like $2,400
Yeah.
and then have that, because, when you sit on a chair long enough, the back end's going to, sink a little lower than the front end. And this seam has no purpose except for looks. And so now you're going to have the back end sinking after a while because that's what cushions do. But that front part of the seat is not going to, because your legs don't weigh, and
As
nobody's legs
much.
weigh as much as all their body on their butt. So eventually that's going to be higher than the butt, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. It's a really bad design. I said if they made this a smooth seat, or just like, if they wanted to make something that broke up the smoothness, make, like kind of like the couch I got is, I don't like the pattern on it, but it's not bothering me to sit on it.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed, but I got the other one. So yeah, only two
Well, if you
people.
want, if you want to, you can always throw speakers in it somehow.
I'm sure. I don't need them that badly though, but it would have been nice. And plus, I had cooling feature as well as heat, which is nice in the summer.
Yep.
But my air conditioner is really good, so I don't really need my seat to be cool too. I have it in the car. That's good enough. But it is heated though. They have heat and massage and stuff I probably wouldn't use. And the headrest is separate too. So if you
Well, that's
fully
nice.
extend your recliner, you can actually make the headrest come up a little bit. You sent me a message in Messenger. All right, Patty. Totally ignoring the chat. Hope you guys didn't have any questions for me because I was ignoring you.
I didn't see any.
Oh, okay. I have to do this on Facebook so I can share it for you, Mark.
Okay.
I know we got pretty good chat here. They never have any questions.
No.
Very rare, very rare. I mean, you can always ask a question like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite fun? Whatever. You know, we like to answer questions. All right, so I'm going to share what Patty sent me. Present, share screen, 75 steps. Here we go.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I'll take it.
She
I
said,
like
look
it.
what I found, Mark.
I
See
like
if you,
it.
I can't expand it unless I download it, which, all right, I downloaded it, so I expanded it. So let me show you differently so we can zoom in. Remove that.
What's it from?
Uh, I don't know. As soon as I bring it up, oh, Patty D, put where you found it in, in where you found it. Let me see. Okay, that is the. All right, that is it. Well, can you see that?
Yeah. Is that from a car?
Look what it says on it.
Yeah, Mark. That's what I was just wondering if it's from a Lincoln.
Could be.
That's cool. I like it. It's just neat how it's just my name. Yeah.
Just Mark.
That's it.
Just Mark. Who was a Red Sox second baseman who wore number 2 in the 80s? Oh, really good, Richie. I wasn't a. Oh, I got to put us back up there. Wait a minute. Remove. No, at the stage. Wait. I took it down, and now I got to put us back to normal. There we go. Put it back there.
Huh.
Oh,
Whoa.
no. We'll stay there. I don't know. It was the who was the Red Sox second baseman who were number two in the '80s. I wasn't actually a Boston fan. I was Mets and Yankees actually. Mets really, but I did like uh, Darryl Strawberry. I was a huge fan of Darryl Strawberry. Founded a park that had a land field at one time before the park. Marty Barrett.
Marty Barrett.
Yeah, Anthony answered it. That was a good question, though. Good question. I got one for you guys. It might take up the whole rest of the stream at 13 minutes for you to answer it. So most of us are old enough to remember the spaghetti westerns. Was it a fistful of dollars or whatever? Good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh,
All
Clint
those.
Eastwood.
Right. So his character is referred to as the man with no name because his name is never said in those movies. But his character did have a name.
Yep.
Does anybody know what it was? Do, 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 do,
I wonder how many
do,
people are Googling it right now. Yeah.
Not even sure Google has the answer. It's like that obscure. Bill Carson. Nope.
Was his first name Joe?
Yeah, because I think I said that to you before.
Yeah. No, I remember something before about it. I know his first name was Joe, but I can't remember the last name.
I'm interested. Well, anonymous. In the script, his name was Joe. Oh,
Just
Anthony
Joe?
said he looked up the answer, Marty Barrett, because he doesn't follow sports. Richie said Marty Barrett wore 17. Jerry Remy wore 2. So yeah, so if you ever want to beat anybody at trivia, because I know if you word it that way in Google, you will find the answer. Because otherwise, it's just the man with no name that comes up with It says that he's nicknamed differently in each film, but they never said his name. So this was actually
No.
erroneous on the AI. It's in the script. And like all this stuff in here, this came right from the guy who wrote the script. But anyway, I saw it on a interview with him. I don't know, 30 years ago now, where he was on some late night show, and he said like everybody he's known as the man with no name, but in the script he actually had a name and it was Joe. So there you go.
Yep.
If you want a fun bar game, if you want some free drinks, tell the person sitting next to you that you don't know, it doesn't look real bright, that you bet him a $10 bill he can't name the president on it. Can you?
Is it Grant? No, not Grant. Harrison.
Nope. $10 bill. Good one, Richie. That's why you will win yourself a $10 bill because they're going to confidently tell you After looking at the $10 bill, Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, that's right.
Hamilton was never president. He was first Secretary of State. Oh, and he's the only one that wasn't a president that's on bills. Good old American trivia. I think when years ago when I did that trivia night, I think Richie was one of the ones that got all the answers right. Unfortunately for Paul Hot Dog, I think he was one of the ones that came on to do it too. I said I could have like have 6 people just so it was easier,
Yeah.
multiple choice, and unfortunately it was all American currency at the questions. But that's right. Richie gets the drum roll. Good job. Yeah. I don't. That's the last of my obscure trivial questions. If you have one you'd like to put in the chat, called him. My oldest son called all the dollar bills by who was on them. It's all about the Benjamins. Isn't that a rap song? Going to East Coast, West Coast, all about the Bennies, all about the
I
Benjamins.
think so. Yeah. Yeah. I don't follow rap that much.
I don't either, but I think it was. Uh, yeah, I think it was a rap song. Like Dead Presidents was coming to my mind, but they're not rap. They sure didn't sing about Benjamins. Which I wouldn't mind, a couple dozen Benjamins right now.
No, I mean, I would love them too.
You know, maybe 200. Okay, 1,100.
You don't want to appear too greedy.
No, because that'd just pay off the car.
That's it.
1,100 $100 bills. Yeah, that would pay off the car. Yeah. Nobody has like some obscure trivia. I thought everybody had at least one trivia question that nobody else knows the answer to. You're quiet in the chat. So there was one guy there. He was using a Vanquish, recognize the red,
Yep.
and he had his sensitivity jacked all the way up. So every time I went near him, it was like, you know. And I was like, "Do you have
There's
your
no reason.
sensitivity all up?" And he was like,
No, I don't have my sensitivity all the way up. It's interference. That's why you got to change the frequency so you don't.
I was like, "Dude, you have your. The only time I'm having an issue is near you, so it's not me. My sensitivity is down." Which president was on the $3 bill? Clinton, because I got one. What's up, Jim Steele? Actually, I might have two of them. One with Bush also. Oh, Robert E. Lee's horse. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Gosh, what was his name? Oh,
Don't know.
I forget. Only because I looked up Jackson's horse's name, and I even forgot that one too, because it's on his campaign, some of his campaign tokens. Oh, Robert E. Lee's horse's name. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna use Google. Traveler.
Traveler. That's cool.
Yeah. Who here remembers the Lone Ranger's horse's name? Hi-ho.
Gold, wasn't it?
Hi-ho silver.
Bronze.
Away. Yeah. I think I only watched a couple of Lone Rangers. There you go, Anthony. Mark the senile trigger.
Wasn't it? What's that trigger? Singing cowboy. What was his name? Dale something.
Oh, Evans?
Yeah, wasn't his horse named Trigger?
I think so. That one I'll have to look up because it's not a question, it's an answer. Whose horse was named Trigger? Roy Rogers.
Oh, Roy Rod. Okay.
Knew it was somebody. Mark said yes. Roy Rogers. What was the name of the TV show where the opening song was "A Horse is a Horse"? Of course, of course.
Mr. Ed.
There you go. I'm looking forward to reading Richie's book while I'm convalescing. While I'm convalescing, I'm going to bring it to the hospital because I think I had to be in there a couple days anyway.
I'll give you time to read it.
Yeah, while they're waiting
Okay.
for me to toot.
We know it's Mr. Ed, but who was his owner? What was his name?
Right there, Anthony said it. Wilbur.
Wilbur. Yep.
Wilbur. All right, what was the couple's name in Green Acres? You'll have to tell me because I don't know. Not the actress's name. What is Mark's twin sister name? uh, I mean,
I can't remember his names.
I know it was Zsa Zsa Gabor. Zsa Zsa.
No, it wasn't Jaja.
No, it was
It was
Ava
her
Gabor.
sister.
It was
Yeah.
Ava Gabor. Zsa Zsa got in trouble for getting pulled over and
Slapped the
smacking a
cop.
cop. Yep.
Yep.
Oliver Douglas, JVP
That's
said.
right. Yep.
Patty D's taking out the dogs. We're with her. Who let the dogs out? Patty D. D. D.
Roof, roof, roof.
Yeah. Well, they had some good shows back in the day. You know, not like today's. They don't really last. They're really not that funny. I don't. I remember laughing my butt off on 70s and 80s stuff, and I'll still laugh at it. You know, like watching on the channels like Pluto and stuff like that to play the old shows. And recently,
Some
huh?
I'll agree with some of them. Yeah, some of them. Now I've watched some of them. I'll watch them. And I'll be like, I used to watch this. This sucks.
Yeah. Well, recently we just lost Hot Lips Houlihan from MASH.
Yeah.
And I think it was today, Brian Wilson.
Oh, he passed away. Wow.
Yeah, 82. 82 years old. Yeah, Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr are funny. And believe it or not, sometimes the Wayans brothers are funny. Movies, not so much, but I will say, White Girls, it was hilarious. I
I
still laugh.
like that movie. Yeah.
I went to see it in the theater. There wasn't a whole lot of people. It was towards the end of its run. There was probably maybe 25 people in the theater, and me and my friend. I was laughing my butt off. We were the only two in there laughing. I was like, how do you not find this funny?
Yeah. It was a good movie.
It's just, especially, you don't have to have bathroom sense of humor. This was just an outright funny movie. And then I don't think I've laughed as hard since with any of the other comedies that came out. That was just hilarious. Like, not all the Wayans brothers movies are good, but that one was good. That one was really good. Dave Chappelle's good too. But well, chat's gotten real quiet. Nobody's
Yeah.
talking. They're just listening. They're just listening. That's it. But anyway, it's been an hour, folks. And once again, we spent an entire hour of our lives that we could not get back talking about
No,
really not much.
nothing. No.
Talking about nothing, no. A
We're we're
couple
kind we're kind of like Seinfeld. We're the show about nothing.
definitely is a show about nothing.
Yep.
Anytime you feel like throwing something in the chat that you'd like to talk about, we could definitely go on a tangent. I'm sure all of us could between the chat and us. But I mean, we did talk about the Steel City Silver Hunt a
A
little
little
bit
bit.
and things like that. fun hour hanging out and interacting versus passive watching.
True that.
Yeah, that's what it really is. It's just like, more people need to come and hang out with us because this is just a chill chat. It's like no subjects that'll get anybody inflamed. Like we just keep it chill, just whatever's whatever. You know what I mean? Talk
Yeah.
about what's going on in the world, and you know, that's about it. But if you guys would keep, also, I'm sure some of you saw Gypsy's post, so just keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers.
No, I didn't say
Um,
what's up.
I know a lot of people did. It's probably one of the few posts she got 8,000 comments on.
I
Um,
didn't see a thing about it.
yeah, the other day her mother passed away.
Uh,
So if you guys would keep the family and Gypsy and all that in your thoughts and prayers, send a little extra love that way. Um, I know Patty D knows. And I uh, think that's pretty much all that's going on in the texting world where we need to extend, you know, prayers and hugs kind of thing. Butch
yep.
was out in his shed when his house, because a storm was passing through and his shed got demolished. So we can all be grateful that he went
Wow.
in the house because he showed the pictures. He would not be here making American Digger magazine. Uh,
Wow.
and I think that's about it. We can be grateful for one and send our prayers and thoughts for the other. And so yeah, the weekend's coming up, folks. I don't know where you're at, but the weather's getting nicer. I know all over this country, I kind of see everybody's posts, everybody's in the chats, and I know it's just been a really, really wet spring. Summer is June 20th, so it's only a week away, and let's just hope that our summer isn't as wet, but also not as dry as last year. We got to have rain sometimes, so let's pray for it in the middle of the week when we all can't dig, so that we have beautiful weather for digging weekends. Um, so if you're getting out this weekend, have a good time. If it's hot, make sure you bring water, some type of salt or pickle juice or electrolyte packet if you can. Just water alone will not uh,
Nope.
keep you well hydrated. It'll wet you up, but it's not going to give you the uh, some of the
Hey, Patty,
what do you
Dirt
call
Pod.
it? Elements, but you know what I mean, nutrient kind of stuff that you need. Pickle juice is great if you get stay in pickles. Pickle juice is awesome for that. It has everything you need for what your body is losing in your sweat. It's losing a lot of electrolytes. So Saturday, Patty D celebrates her granddaughter's fourth birthday. Yay! Hey, Dirt
Oh,
God, Patty. Um, so yeah, make sure you're well hydrated. Bring a snack. Being the hot weather is getting here. If you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded, if you notice your body stops sweating, stop what you're doing
yeah.
and go get your core temperature cooled down.
'Cause that's heat stroke.
Heat exhaustion and heat stroke are no fun. So take care of yourself. Um, that's my warning for the summer. So if you do get out this weekend, find something. Well, Mark will tell you what to do.
Hey, if you get a chance to get out, I hope you find something stupid cool.
There you go. And remember, be kind to each other. Smile at people. Just your smile alone could brighten somebody else's day. So, peace out, peeps.
Yep.
No stream next Wednesday. Please go hang out with Iron Antler Adventures. I will make a post and share his link so that you can just go right to his chat, hang out over there. Good people. You'll have a good time. And I will see you again, or and Mark will see you again on the
Yep.
25th. And for those of you stuck around this long, there will be a couple of not gigantic, big, huge announcement kind of giveaways, just a little something to show my appreciation. I did win a couple quarters and some dimes, so we'll see
There you
what
go.
we give you. Some stickers, who knows? I don't know, but we'll do something the 25th and the 2nd because there will be a period after that I won't be streaming because I won't don't think I'll be able to sit up like this. So have a
Yeah.
great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with
Yep.
us. And peace.
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 Peace.